Photography has always held a mirror up to its time, and as the world changed in the early 20th century, so did the way people approached the medium. Modernism in photography was not just a style, it was a bold statement that photography could stand on its own as an art form. This movement brought a new focus, clarity, realism, and abstraction through simplicity. Modernism began as a rejection of the earlier trends of pictorialism, which sought to imitate painting and etching. Instead, modernist photographers embraced straight photography. They avoided manipulating their images, favoring sharp focus and clean lines. For them, art was more about capturing the world as it truly was. Skyscrapers, machines, and shadows became some of their subjects. Ordinary objects transformed into extraordinary works of art through the camera's lens. Modernist photography emphasized composition and framing. The goal was to highlight things like geometric patterns, natural rhythms, and abstract beauty in everyday objects. Photographers used techniques like cropping within the viewfinder and natural lighting to preserve the purity of their work. The principle of pattern, seen in planned and random repetitions, was a hallmark of this era. Patterns could be found in city architecture, machinery, and even shadows. While modernist photography is often associated with stark black and white images, some photographers began to explore the possibilities of color. Though the three-color method was invented in 1855, Kodak introduced Kodachrome colored film in 1935, which truly influenced how photographers approached storytelling in their work. Modernist photographers used color as a decorative element and an expressive tool. By experimenting with the emotional tones of color, they expanded the boundaries of modernism, creating images where color became a central subject. Photographer Paul Strand is often considered a pioneer of modernist photography. His work showcased abstract shapes, urban life, and portraits that challenged traditional studio photography. Strand's ability to find abstract beauty in the mundane, such as the interplay of light and shadow, or the geometric patterns of urban landscapes, solidified his role as a trailblazer in photography. Walker Evans' photographs captured the simplicity of small-town America during the Great Depression. His images documented everyday life with an authenticity that connected deeply with viewers. Evans's dedication to documenting the human experience gave a voice to the struggles and resilience of everyday Americans during some of the country's most challenging times. Photographer Arthur Siegel took modernism even further, experimenting with color photography to explore emotional depth and abstraction. Siegel's innovative use of color photography expanded the emotional palette of photographic art and influenced generations of photographers through his teaching and experimental approach. Imogen Cunningham was a pivotal figure in modernist photography, celebrated for her versatility and ability to seamlessly blend artistic and scientific elements in her work. Best known for her botanical studies, Cunningham approached her subjects with a meticulous eye for detail and composition. As a member of an influential photography group known as Group F64, Cunningham, alongside Edward Weston and Ansel Adams, championed sharp focus photography and the belief that the camera should capture the world with precision and clarity. The modernist movement redefined photography as a legitimate art form. By focusing on truth, simplicity, abstraction, these photographers pushed the boundary of what a photograph could be. Their work continues to inspire artists today, showing us that beauty can be found in the everyday if we're willing to see it.